another run to the big dance. Tonight, Jerry Green battles the school where he began his collegiate head coaching career. It's Tennessee and UNC Asheville next.
Fox Sports Net South, in association with the Ball Network, presents University of Tennessee basketball. Live from the Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, it's the Tennessee Volunteers against the Bulldogs of UNC Asheville. Tonight's game is brought to you by First Tennessee Bank, the official bank of the Ball, by State Farm Insurance and the State Farm agents throughout Tennessee.
Tonight live from Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, Tennessee, the Volunteers take on the Bulldogs of UNC Asheville. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Knoxville. I'm Randy Smith along with Steve Hamer. Should be a good one here for you tonight. And, Steve, I think Tennessee fans are really going to like this basketball team as Jerry Green enters his third season with the Volunteers. A good blend of youth and experience and a lot of skill.
These guys are going to be great with the veterans that they have coming back. Tony Harris and these guys, they're going to be very good. Marcus Hayslip, Ron Slayer are going to add some great talent and depth to this basketball team.
All right, let's take a look at the keys to tonight's game. And Tennessee has to get consistent play from the freshmen, which they did against Elon on Monday.
Yes, they did. The freshmen stepped up. I was very proud of Marcus Hayslip and Ron Slay. Those guys have tremendous game, and they bring in a new talent to this level.
Well, you mentioned Ron Slay. He had 17 off the bench, and if Tennessee is to be successful, the continued bench production has got to be there.
Yes, with Janice Grandstaff going down, which is very unfortunate, these guys are going to have to step off the bench and make a name known for themselves right now and demand some playing time.
This UNC Asheville team 0-2, but they shoot the ball well. They're very big, one of the tallest teams Tennessee will face. They rebounded well, but if they have an Achilles heel, it's in the turnover department. They turned it over 25 in their last loss, and Tennessee pressing a lot. This could be a big factor in the game.
Well, these guys are going to feed off of that. I mean, turning the ball over 25 times in their last loss, these guys are going to try to make them turn the ball over at least 30 times in tonight's game. Tennessee presses a lot, and they're going to press from beginning to the end.
The Volunteers looking for win number 2 on this still young college basketball season. They take on the UNC Asheville Bulldogs. Stay with us. We'll meet the starters for tonight's game and tip it up for you right after this.
Fox Sports Net
6 on Monday, and tonight it's UNC Asheville invading Thompson Bowling Arena. UNC Asheville coming in 0-2 on the year. Let's take a look at your starting lineups for tonight's game. Andre Smith in the backcourt, 6'2". He is a freshman. It'll be Brett Carey. Adam Earnhardt at 7 feet is the big guy. 7 feet, 230 pounds. Reisinger, Osikowicz at the forward. There's Earnhardt, averaging on the year 8.5 rebounds per ball game. For Tennessee, the backcourt, Tony Harris will pull the trigger for the Volunteer offense, and he'll be joined back there by John Higgins, a 6'3" freshman. There's Tony Harris, scored 11 points in the Volunteers' opening night win over Elon College. He'll be joined for the Volunteers on the front court, Vincent Yarbrough, 6'7", Isaiah Victor at 6'9", C.J. Black at 6'8". And Steve Hamer, being a great post player here at Tennessee, you look at the Volunteer front line, they could be challenged tonight because UNC Asheville, a very tall, physical basketball team.
They not only can be challenged, they will be challenged. Earnhardt's a great basketball player. These guys are going to play well tonight. I'm looking forward to a classic battle in the post.
Tennessee, of course, dressed in white. Royal blue is the color for the road uniforms for UNC Asheville, the Bulldogs. They shake hands and get ready to go at it here this evening here at Thompson Bowling Arena. Pretty good crowd considering a lot of the students have already taken off for Thanksgiving. The tip up controlled by the Volunteers. Yarbrough works it into Tony Harris. This is Higgins.
Isaiah Victor working very hard in the post.
Victor got the shot. It wouldn't go for him, but he's fouled, and Isaiah Victor will draw 2 shots. And a chance to put Tennessee on the board first.
Tell you what, that's what you like to see out of your post, man. Standing tall, holding your hands up, and wanting the ball down in the post.
Victor, 67% foul shooter, hits the first one, and Tennessee takes a 1-0 lead. Victor had 16 for the Volunteers on Monday night against Elon College. 2 for 2 from the line, and here comes that pressure. Keep in mind, Elon will turn it over. Something that I'm sure Coach Eddie Biedenbach really worked on since their last ball game.
25 turnovers in the last ball game is a bit too much, especially for tonight and the kind of defense that Tennessee poses.
On the block, in and out. Reisinger missed it. The rebound comes down to C.J. Black. The Volunteers push it up the floor. Harris, Yarbrough underneath, flips it back to Higgins for three. No good. The follow missed by Yarbrough. The rebound comes out to Brett Carey.
A couple of good opportunities for the Vols. They didn't knock it down, but that's what they want to do, push the ball up the floor.
Carey drops it off on the right to Reisinger. Reisinger at 6'5", averaging almost 18 a game, leading UNC Asheville in scoring. In fact, he's their one of only 2 double-figure scores. And there's that first turnover. He tossed it right to Tony Harris.
Poor pass.
Harris, a long three, no good. Backside rebound comes down to Andre Smith. Here comes UNC Asheville.
Quick shot by Tony Harris. I don't know if that's what Coach Green wants right away.
Andre Smith, a little bit too much pressure by Higgins going in. Foul number 1 on Higgins, foul number 1 on Tennessee, and UNC Asheville plays it in underneath with 18:36 to go here in the first half. This is Earnhardt out away from the basket. He's guarded by C.J. Black. Brett Carey works. Tennessee is so quick. There's the jumper by Reisinger. It's there, and we're tied at 2.
Great shot by Reisinger with a hand in his face.
2-2 ball game. Tennessee still looking for field goal number 1 as we're almost 2 minutes into the contest. Harris works off the pick, looks down low for Victor, can't find him. Now Higgins works it. There's the double team. What a move by Isaiah Victor. He just floated along the line, Steve, and got the layup.
The guy's very long and athletic. I mean, that guy brings a new talent to this game.
Victor with all 4 Tennessee points. It's a 4-2 Volunteer lead. There's the lob. Earnhardt's there. Somebody got lost defensively. Earnhardt with his first bucket. We're tied at 4.
Well, that's what you can't have if you're on Tennessee's basketball team. Lapses in defense.
Tony Harris out front for the Volunteers. Coach Jerry Green, of course, played some and coached a lot at UNC Asheville in his career.
Looks to me like they've gone to a zone, Randy.
Yarbrough brings him. He'll bring him out of it if he keeps doing that. That's a 3 for Vincent Yarbrough, his first 3 of the year.
Great shooter. He's improved his shot very much over the summer. And there's another turnover.
Carey had his pocket picked by Harris. The reach-in foul by Andre Smith. And that'll be the second foul on UNC Asheville.
I don't think that UNC Asheville wants a running gun game with these guys.
Well, they don't really have the speed, and they certainly don't have the depth, even though Tennessee is without Janice Grindstaff. That unfortunate torn ACL will put him out for the year, but the Volunteers still have a lot of depth. Yarbrough for 3 again. This one too hard. Rebound comes off to Brett Carey. Here comes UNC Asheville. Reisinger will gun a 3. It's there. We're tied at 7. Reisinger's got 5.
Tell you what, if they don't get a hand in his face, he may have a great night.
He hits 57% from behind the arc. That's in his first 2 games. Now, it's still early, but Tennessee 1 out of 4 behind the arc already. That 1 by Yarbrough. Yarbrough, nice no-look pass to Black. He's hammered going in, and C.J. Black will draw 2 shots.
Great interior pass by Vincent Yarbrough. Great pass.
We're at the 16-16 mark of the first half in a 7-7 ball game. The Volunteers 1-0 on the year. Had a 1-point lead Monday night over Elon College, and then pretty much blew the Fighting Christians away in the second half. 95-56 the final. CJ rolled that one around and out of there. Checking in for UNC Asheville, Brandon Carter, 6'3" freshman from nearby Bristol, Tennessee. 1 out of 2 for C.J. Black. The Volunteer lead is 1. And Earnhardt at 7 feet does a good job handling the basketball.
That's something else that he adds to this basketball team. Maybe he does that on a nightly basis.
Turnover number 3. Higgins took it away. Here's Victor for the jam. Isaiah Victor's got 6.
That's just tremendous athleticism.
The Volunteers lead now 3 again following the turnover. Tennessee has scored 2 points off the 3 Bulldog turnovers so far. There's the beautiful move to the basket by Brett Carey. It's a 1-point game.
Coach Green can't be happy with that type of defense when pressed.
Victor trailing up the floor, working on Earnhardt. Victor puts it up, blocked, but he traveled. Good defense by Earnhardt, and Victor took the ball at the top of the key and tried to make the move. We'll take a timeout. 15:33 to go in the first half. Tennessee by 1.
Take your time, bring the ball up the floor, set up your offense, and if you have something in your fast break, then take it.
Osikowicz will come out. Tony Harris brings it into the front court now for the Volunteers. Checking in Ben Ezel at 6'7" for Asheville. The 3 from the corner is there from John Higgins.
That's what he brings to this basketball team. Great outside shooting.
Volunteer pressure. Victor in the backcourt. Asheville having trouble getting it in. There's the shot, the pass inside to Carey. Carey down the lane. Jumper by Ezel is good.
Tough shot. Tough shot.
We're tied at 13. 4 ties already in this first half. Harris works off the pick by Black. CJ's out front. He'll launch a 3. It's off to the side. No good. The rebound taken by John Reisinger, and he's fouled immediately.
Don't know if that's what you want by C.J. Black. I think you want him to pound the ball inside and go strong toward the basket.
Charles Hathaway will come in for the Volunteers. And Coach Green at the 14:08 mark for the Vols, already out of his jacket.
Well,
of course, it is kind of a warm night.
It is warm. It is warm for November.
Checking in for the Volunteers, Marcus Hayslip, the 6'9" freshman from Lewisburg, Tennessee, played at Marshall County. A foul in the backcourt against Hayslip, who was in the game about 5 seconds before he got his first foul.
Don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. You want to see him move his feet, try to get in front of the guy and cut him off.
Foul number 3 on the Volunteers, first on Hayslip. Asheville looking to take this lead for the second time in the ballgame. Brett Carey will get the inbounds pass. Brandon Carter's in there, freshman. Tennessee, good, solid half-court defense. Carey dropped it. Great pass by Carey, who dropped it off to Ben Ezel, who got the bucket.
Great pass.
Asheville's lead is 2. Quick turnaround by Hayslip, misses. Hathaway knocked the ball off the foot of Ben Ezel. It'll belong to the Volunteers underneath.
Even though Marcus missed that, that's what you want to see out of him. Come in and contribute any way you can.
Hayslip very quick off the floor, got that shot away quickly. Harris Walker also in for the Volunteers. Tennessee going with a little smaller, quicker lineup. Harris Walker out front. Drops it back to Tony Harris. On the right to Higgins. Swish.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's 2 for 2 from three-point line.
6 points for Higgins. The Volunteers lead is 1. Higgins is 2 out of 3. So we will correct you.
Thank
That's
you.
all right. You had the right number right anyway. You had 2 right. Another turnover. Great pressure by Charles Hathaway forces another turnover. That's 5 for UNC Asheville. 5, and the Volunteers turned it once thus far. We're under the 13-minute mark of the first half. Tony Harris worked off the pick, drives, had his shot blocked, but he's fouled. Eddie Biedenbach didn't agree with that call necessarily, but that will send Tony Harris to the line.
Big guys never agree.
Harris shooting 2 for the Volunteers. Coming up as you see that foul.
Tony Harris at the line, 2 shots.
First one is there for Tony Harris. Volunteer lead is 2. Earnhardt back in, and Ben McGonigal is out for UNC Asheville. Harris, swish, he hit a pair. Harris with 2, both of them from the foul line.
Here's the press again.
And a steal. Volunteers took it right away, and then they throw it away. So the team swapped turnovers, and with 12:40 to go, UNC Asheville brings it up, down 3 points. UNC Asheville gets it into Big Earnhardt. This is Carter working against Harris Walker. That'll be a good matchup.
Very good matchup.
Out front to Earnhardt. There's the nice bounce down low. The quick jumper up and in by Brian Richardson.
Tell you what, Earnhardt's a heck of a player. He can pass and he can shoot. He's doing it all right now.
So 1-point Tennessee lead now. The 12-13 mark. Higgins thought about a 3, drops it off to Harris Walker. Tennessee back out front. They'll reload it here with Harris working with 14 on the shot clock. Harris the quick 3. Yes, it's there. Off the pick by Big Charles Hathaway.
Great shot by Tony Harris.
First field goal of the game for Harris. The Volunteer lead is 4. You leave him open, he's going to kill you. That's Brian Richardson. 5 straight points for UNC Asheville. It's a 1-point game.
Those shots are too easy. They're leaving these guys wide open. Too easy.
Harris Walker into the front court now for the Volunteers. Out of the corner, Hayslip launches an air ball. Rebound by Earnhardt.
He has an awkward shot.
And Ron Slay will check in, and he's a crowd favorite already.
Yes, he is. Great hustle, great defense.
Harris Walker stole it. UNC Asheville got it back now with 20 on the shot clock. Under 11 minutes to go here in the first half. A whistle, a foul. It'll be against Marcus Hayslip, his second. Timeout, 10:53 to go here in the first half. Tennessee's lead is 1. And we'll be back to Thompson Bowling Arena right after this. Burning it up, 9 of 10 from the floor, 2 out of 2 from behind the arc. But we knew going in that this was a very good shooting basketball team. Still, Tennessee leads by 1.
You won't lose many games when you shoot 90%.
Nice play. Vincent Yarbrough forced the turnover off the foot of Robbie Joyner. That is turnover number 7. Field goals, you see the shooting percentages. Tennessee not bad, just under 50%, 6 of 13. But UNC Asheville, you think if they had turned it over 7 times shooting as well, they could have a big lead right now.
Exactly.
And Tennessee turns it over. On the line was the Volunteers, so that's their second one. Ron Slay is in the game for Tennessee. Again, the pressure. Asheville spreading it out. Earnhardt works it into Carter. Carter knocked away. Hathaway puts it in the nickel seats.
Good hands by the big guy. He's working hard in the post and defending well.
UNC Asheville brings it in on the side. C.J. Black will check back in for Tennessee as he's going to come in and give C.J. Black, or rather Charles Hathaway, a breather. There you see the turnover story. 7 for Asheville, and this was a real concern for Coach Eddie Biedenbach coming into the ball game.
They could be well on their way to another 25 turnover night.
Well, this figures out to be about 28, so they're right on it. Down low to Earnhardt, working against Black. Missed the shot, tip no good. They fight for it in there. It's on the floor. Slay, that could have been a jump ball, and is a jump ball. Possession arrow, however, is pointing toward UNC Asheville.
There you can see Ron Slay getting his hands in there, which is what you want from the freshman. Getting your hands in there, but not only doing that, but getting down on the floor.
This is Ezel handing it off to Richardson, who had 5 straight points for UNC Asheville. Almost a steal by Yarbrough. Offensive foul.
Crowd favorite.
Exactly. That's another turnover for UNC Asheville.
Ron Slade, that's what you want to see from a freshman, stepping up and taking the charge.
Ron Slade will play to the crowd. He'll play to his team. Ron Slade takes the scenic route through life.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Off balance is Yarbrough. He'll draw a foul, and Vincent goes to the line with 2 shots. First foul on Benny Zell as we take another look.
Powerful inside position by Vincent Yarbrough. Pushed it up strong. Drawing the foul, that's what you want to see.
Tennessee thus far has hit 5 of 6 free throws, and that's an improvement over the 53% that they shot against Elon on Monday night.
Very much so.
Yarbrough makes the first. Vincent Yarbrough for Tennessee with 4 points. He has a 3 and 1 free throw. Boy, it gets real quiet in here. Yarbrough knocks down the second. 5 for him. The Tennessee lead is 3 once again. Ron Slade thought he almost had another one.
There you can see he's in the mix once again. The guy's always around the ball. He has a good knack for the ball. A little conversation with coach.
Inbounds, it comes to Earnhardt. Quickly into the front court. Good job by UNC Asheville. Off balance, blocked from behind by C.J. Black. Richardson had his shot rejected. Tennessee with a basketball. Tony Harris wide open. The 3 is missed by Higgins. The follow is there.
Offensive rebound by C.J. Black. Good job being in the post.
And a timeout called quickly by UNC Asheville, as the Bulldogs having trouble getting the ball in bounds. We're going to take a break. The Volunteer lead is 5, and we have 8:51 to go here in the first half in Knoxville. We're back in just a moment. Randy with Steve Hamer. Courtside as the Volunteers enjoy their biggest lead of the game thus far. It's 5 points, and UNC Asheville hanging tough despite 8 turnovers.
UNC Asheville's doing a good job, though, of putting the shots up and getting them in. I mentioned a while ago, they're putting up shots. They were shooting in about 90% clip. Keep shooting that way, and they can beat anybody.
Let's take a look at C.J. Black, who's working on both ends of the floor for the Volunteers.
That's what you need from C.J. Black. Very strong, big body in the post. Get him in there, and he'll put up 20 a night.
Well, the UNC Asheville shooting percentage has cooled off from 90 down to 75%.
Still a good clip.
Still a good clip. 8:51 to go. Rebounds. UNC Asheville controlling the boards as well.
That's interesting.
Well, the fact that they're not missing any shots doesn't give Tennessee any chance for defensive boards.
This is true.
Carter for 3 with Black on him, and they're just burning up tonight.
They're on fire.
Good looking basketball team. On the left side, Yarbrough. Tennessee by 2. Here's Yarbrough, squares up nicely, but missed it. Too hard. Rebound comes down to UNC Asheville. Bulldogs run with it now, quickly. This is Richardson down on the block. Nice move.
Good post up there.
Mano Sikowitz will go to the line with 2 shots. So Sikowitz on the year, averaging 6 points a game.
Tennessee has to do a better job of fronting the post. Denying the ball inside, that's just too easy.
Isaiah Victor. Well, actually, they called the foul on C.J. Black. That's his second.
There's one thing Tennessee has, it's depth. So I don't think Coach Green's too worried about that at this point.
Free throws. UNC Asheville has missed its only opportunity. Tennessee 7 of 8. 1 out of 2 for the Bulldogs. It's a 1-point game.
Guys are sticking around.
Higgins out front with a long 3 off the pick. Victor with a follow.
Great follow. Like I said, his athleticism just takes over. Great follow.
Isaiah Victor with 8 to lead Tennessee. The Volunteer lead is 3 once again. Earnhardt, Osikowicz missed the layup. Tip no good. Rebound into the hands of Yarbrough.
Here they go.
Tony Harris, 1-on-2. It's there.
It's definitely Tennessee's type of tempo right now.
A whistle and a quick timeout called by UNC Asheville. So the Bulldogs sense something like that is coming, so they're going to talk about it here. They don't want any more turnovers, but they also don't want to really get in a racehorse type game, do they, Steve?
Coach Biedenbach doesn't want this thing to get out of control early. Let's take a look at this follow.
Isaiah Victor set the pick, and when the shot wasn't there, he was there for the jam.
Unbelievable talent. You and I could do that
now you could
long
do
time
it.
ago, right?
No, you can still do it. I could never do that. UNC Asheville will play it in on the side, trailing by 5 again. That equals Tennessee's biggest lead. Brett Carey back in the ball game. Working on Harris. Harris knocked it away. Saved by Osikowicz.
Defensive pressure.
Osikowicz in the paint. Missed the shot. Rebound taken out of there by Higgins. Yarbrough working on those Rissinger, and a foul. The foul will be on John Reisinger, the 6'5" senior from Evansville, Indiana.
Take a look at Vincent Yarbrough going strong to the basket once again.
Vincent Yarbrough, 2 shots.
Slay had made that follow-up. I think this building would have come down.
Yarbrough with a couple of shots. There. Yarbrough 3 for 3 from the free throw line. 6 points for Vincent. Tony Harris gets a breather. And a nice hand from the crowd. Harris Walker in the ball game now.
Vincent Yarbrough's really matured a lot since last year. He's taking the ball to the basket a whole lot more.
2 for 2 for Vincent Yarbrough. The Tennessee lead, its biggest now at 7, 31-24. 7:12 to go in the first half. We're back right after this. Week from tonight, Wednesday, December 1st, the Volunteers play host to the Miami of Ohio Redhawks here at Thompson Bowling Arena. We'll have all the action 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central Time, right here on Fox Sports Net South. Volunteers' biggest lead of the ball game, 7, 31-24. Tennessee on a 6-0 run over the last 90 seconds of this first half. Earnhardt works it in. Osikowicz couldn't handle it.
Another turnover. They can't have that. This is a critical time in the basketball game right now. They're down by 7. They need to stay in the ball game.
On the block, Victor spinning, shooting. What a move. Missed the shot. Rebound taken out of there by Reisinger. 9 turnovers for UNC Asheville. Out front, it comes to Reisinger. Brett Carey with it now as Tennessee still working in at man-to-man.
These guys are so tenacious with their defense right now.
Carey works the baseline. Slay picked him up. Bad shot. Tennessee running 3-on-1. Walker, no look to Yarbrough.
What a pass. That's pretty much all you can say. What a pass.
Harris Walker can run the floor, my friends. There's the shot. No good by Osikowicz. The foul by Tennessee's Isaiah Victor.
Tennessee falling asleep defensively after that basket, maybe celebrating a little bit too much.
Jerry Green says, what are we going to do to play on both ends of the floor?
Got to have it. Offense sells tickets, but defense wins championships.
Osikowicz misses the first free throw. 6'7" senior from Merritt Island, Florida. UNC Asheville's been burning it up from everywhere except the free throw line. They're 1 out of 3, now 2 out of 4. Slay works it into Higgins. Tennessee quickly. Yarbrough, Higgins. Slay trailing, driving, looping it, no good. Out of bounds, touch last by Ron Slay.
Ron Slay's definitely being aggressive right now and taking the ball to the basket. He's not timid.
Well, you can look and tell he's not timid. You can watch him for 30 seconds and realize he's not timid.
You don't see many freshmen like that.
He's very confident, very confident. Well, Jerry Green was talking about potential leaders on this team, and he said a lot of our leadership could come from a freshman, Ron Slay.
It could. I mean, you're seeing guys step up like that, not afraid to take the ball to the basket strong. They're going to contribute early.
Tony Harris back in. John Higgins will take a breather for Tennessee. UNC Asheville in the bonus now, the 1+1. Brandon Carter puts the first one up there and in. Carter will get one more. Back end of a 1-and-1. Missed it. UNC Asheville continuing to struggle from the line. They're 3 of 6. Tony Harris. This is our first television game. You'll notice Tony's sporting a different hairdo.
Yes, he is.
Harris misses the shot. Brett Carey with a backside rebound. Here comes UNC Asheville. Carey almost got Harris Walker off his feet. Reisinger misses from 3. Victor with a board.
These guys are still running and gunning with the balls. They think they can hang in like that.
Walker's pass stolen away. Brett Carey's got it. Reisinger with a great fake. Nice shot.
Great shot to get Isaiah Victor up in the air and then go under it. Good shot.
John Reisinger now with 8 of them. 7. Harris Walker. Slay almost lost it. Puts it up and in. Ron Slay with a little garbage for Tennessee.
This guy's always around the ball. Always around the ball.
Reisinger working. Drops it off to Earnhardt. Knocked away by Slay, who touched it. Slay did. It'll belong to UNC Asheville with 25 on the shot clock. Slay will sit down, and it gets a nice ovation.
Well deserved.
Isaiah Victor stole it.
Another turnover.
That's 10. Shot missed by Harris. The rebound out of there by UNC Asheville. Reisinger trying in transition. Missed the shot. Carter with a long rebound. There. Carter with a 2-point jumper makes it a 5-point game.
Tell you what, the longer these guys stick in this basketball game, the more confidence they're going to have.
You don't want to give a team like this any chance at all of winning late because they can shoot it.
Exactly.
On the block it goes to Victor. Backing in, spinning, he traveled.
Took a few steps on that one. That's unfortunate because he had a clear lane to the basket.
I think he was anticipating more pressure defensively from Earnhardt, and it wasn't there. Might have thrown him off balance a little bit.
It did. It threw him off balance. He was looking for some contact, trying to take the ball up strong anyway.
Victor will sit down for Tennessee. He has 8. Turnovers 10-5 so far this half.
The fouls are starting to mount up for the Vols a little bit. I think Coach Green's a little bit nervous about this situation going on here.
18 fouls on Tennessee will send UNC Asheville back to the line. Free throw is there by Osikowicz. Four-point game. Swish. 2 for 2 for Osikowicz that trip, and with 4:12 to go, Bulldogs have cut the Tennessee lead to 3. It's been as big as 7 this half.
Coach Green's looking for a little bit of stability with his basketball team. They're up and down, much as they were in the Elon first half of the game last week.
Harris Walker drops it off to Yarbrough. Yarbrough in the lane. What a shot. Missed it. Too hard off the back of the rim. Black with the foul.
A lot of contact.
A lot of contact and no whistle. UNC Asheville with the basketball. Carter. Out front it comes to Brian Richardson. Richardson off the pick, looking, spinning, in trouble. Tennessee is so quick. Carter's open. Missed the shot, away from the ball, a foul. It'll be against Tennessee. That foul will be on C.J. Black. That's his third.
Wow, C.J. Black didn't need to pick up a third foul there. He needed to be smart, box out, and not come over anybody's back to clear him out.
Hathaway comes in. Black will sit down. We've seen the last of C.J. for this half with 3:29 to go as he picks up his third foul. Ben McGonigal goes to the line for UNC Asheville. Higgins back in for Tennessee, and Dell Baker checks in for the Volunteers at the 3:29 mark.
Dell Baker also worked very hard over the summer to improve his game to earn some playing time on Coach Green's roster.
McGonigal makes it. We'll take a timeout. 3:29 to go. The Tennessee lead has been chopped from 7 to 1. UNC Asheville on a 10-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Tony Harris works against Brett Carey.
I think he's still trying to figure out what type of defense Asheville's playing.
Higgins, Baker in the corner. 3-point shots, Tennessee 25%, UNC Asheville 60% this half. Baker in and out of there. Hathaway gets the rebound. Missed it. Baker walked with it.
Hathaway had a great opportunity to get a rebound and put it in. Unfortunately, a little contact inside, but you know you got to go strong as a big guy.
2:53 to go, first half. Tennessee putting the pressure on. This is Richardson. Dogged by Harris. Tennessee kind of backing off, letting Tony Harris work it out front. Down to 2:38 to go, first half.
Looks like to me they're playing a little keep away here.
Tony Harris jumps in, jump ball, the possession arrow pointing to Tennessee.
Didn't keep it away very long.
It's hard to keep it away from Tennessee with all this quickness and athleticism. Tony Harris works it in against Brett Carey, works off the pick by Hathaway. Isaiah Victor spinning in the lane. Nice shot by Victor.
Good
Isaiah
shot.
Victor with 10. Tennessee on defense now. This is Richardson. Shot won't go. The rebound, McGonigal. He gets the follow.
That's what you call being in the right place at the right time.
Under 2 minutes to go, first half. Victor on the block. Hathaway spinning up and in. Hathaway just muscled it up and over Earnhardt.
It started with great post position. The guy was right under the basket when he caught the ball.
That was McGonigal, not Earnhardt. Almost a turnover. Still loose on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and it belongs to UNC Asheville. Now, with just over a minute and a half to go. Reisinger out front misses the three. McGonigal got away with a shove but walked. Did not get away with a travel.
I think the ref let him get away with a little shove, but called it a quit when he traveled with it.
12 turnovers in the game now for UNC Asheville. Harris off the pick by Hathaway. Shot off to the left and into the hands of Reisinger. Tennessee going for that double team. Carter's in a lot of trouble. There's a double dribble.
Constant pressure.
Baker at 6'4", Victor at 6'9", really hammering Carter. Under a minute to go, first half. On the block, Hathaway, baseline, powers it up, no good, but a foul. Charles Hathaway will get 2 shots. Free throws, you saw the graphic there. Hathaway knocks down a couple. The Tennessee lead is 5. Brett Carey in the backcourt. There's that double team. Harris went for the steal, didn't get it. UNC Asheville with an advantage. Carter's open for 3, might have been 2 open. Hathaway with a backside rebound. Here come the Volunteers. There's about a 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. But Tennessee may use all what's up there.
Once again, they're getting it to the floor, General.
Down to 6 on the shot clock. Tony Harris working against Carey. Harris penetrates, dips, drops it to Victor, but a foul. Harris was fouled going in by Brett Carey. It's there. The Tennessee lead is 6. Harris converts this one. As you look at the team fouls, all even at 9 each. Tennessee will equal its biggest lead of the half. He does. Tennessee by 7. Four seconds to steal. Harris. There's the loop. I don't know what he was doing there. Might have been shooting it. Tennessee ended the first half on an 8-2 run, and the Volunteers' lead is 7. We're at halftime, and we'll be back to Thompson Bowling Arena right after this. And it's time now for the Ball Network to turn the spotlight on academics as we honor the Adidas Athlete of the Week. This week saluting junior guard Tony Harris. Adidas is proud to recognize volunteer performance, tradition, and excellence not only on the basketball court but in the classroom. Tony Harris, this week's Adidas Athlete of the Week. Tennessee's lead is 7 here at halftime, 43-36 over UNC Asheville. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Thompson Bowling Arena. Randy Smith along with Steve Hamer. UNC Asheville, of course, the alma mater, or at least he played and coached there, the first head coaching job for Coach Jerry Green. Bob Kessling had a chance to sit down and talk with the head coach of the Volunteers.
Tennessee season started on Monday night against Elon, but they're coming out of the gate pretty strong. You got a lot of games, Coach, in the next 2 weeks.
Got a lot of games, and we delayed it a little bit because we knew we would have so many freshmen that's going to have to contribute.
So you're playing tonight against UNC Asheville. You're playing again Friday. You got a full slate of games next week. You know a lot about your team before this stretch is done.
Well, I think so, and I think it's games that hopefully we'll get a chance to see some of those freshmen who have been impact players for us to watch them actually in front of a crowd.
How do you work the freshmen in? I mean, do you have your set rotation now and try and plug those guys in, or are you just going to throw them out to the wolves?
I think we'll put them in as we're needed. Of course, one of the faults that we've had over the last few years is playing two people, especially our two guards, 38, 39 minutes. We're not going to let them get tired this year, and so we'll put them in there as they're needed.
This is a veteran team, though, and that's nice to build around when you've got so many young players.
Well, I think we got about 7 veterans that can come in and play and lead that have been down the tracks here these last couple of years, and of course playing in front of people a little bit different, but we've got some people, I think, that can back them up also.
You know, it's amazing when we think about Vincent Yarborough now as being a veteran, but he's only a sophomore, still a young kid, isn't he?
Very young kid, and has really improved his game over the summer. He's stronger now. He's putting it on the floor, taking it to the basket a lot more aggressively. He's dropped about a foot out of the arch of his shot, which means that he's a little bit more consistent than he was last year, and I'm anxious to see Vincent Yarborough and what kind of year he has.
Tony Harris, of course, is your leader at point guard, but he's getting pushed a little bit behind him, isn't he?
Well, Tony's a very good point guard. We've got 4 people that can play the point this year, and probably Harris Walker's who you're talking about, but Harris is probably maybe even a little bit quicker than Tony is, and does a lot of nice things defending the ball and pushing the basketball up the floor on offense.
Got a lot of bodies inside, a lot of height, too, and that helps with fouls and things like that.
We're 5 deep at the 4 and 5 positions with C.J. Black, Charles Hathaway, Isaiah Victor, Marcus Hayslip, and Ron Slay. And Ron Slay's just getting back in the groove after a knee operation.
We'll find out a lot in this pre-conference schedule. It's getting cranked up, and I know you're excited about that.
Excited about it, and we'll see how good this team can become. It certainly has a good high side to it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Bob.
Tennessee's lead is 7 here at halftime. The Volunteers, really, we talked about one of the keys to the game, Steve, was the fact that Tennessee needed to continue to get good bench production. Volunteers only with 6 points off the bench. UNC Asheville, on the other hand, had 19 points from their bench.
UNC Asheville needs that. You know, those guys are coming in. They're playing a lot of bodies right now, but Tennessee's playing a lot of bodies. But, you know, that's not enough point production off the bench for Coach Green. I don't think he's very happy with that.
Isaiah Victor with 10 points, and Tennessee did not get a point 8 in the first half from Harris Walker. They had 12 in the first game. Marcus Hayslip did not score. These are guys that scored a lot of points in the first game over Elon. Ron Slay with only 2 off the bench. So here again, Tennessee's got to jump it up to the next level a little bit in the second half. That's
very surprising that Harris Walker and Ron Slay and those guys only produced 2 points. They need more production, especially losing Janice Grindstaff early on the other night.
The Volunteers lead it by 7, however, here at halftime over UNC Asheville. Stay with us. We'll be back to Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, Tennessee, right after this.
Oh, he's got a little dance to go with it right now.
Tennessee also had a great half from Isaiah Victor at 10 points. Look at the shooting percentages. Tennessee 43%. UNC Asheville cooled off. Midway through the first half, they were hitting 90%. They're still hitting 52%, which is what they're hitting on the year as a team. 3 for 7 behind the arc. Tennessee 4 of 14. Rebounding pretty much even, but Asheville with a lead. The Volunteers, though, that's how they have a 7-point lead, is the fact that they have 14 turnovers. Tennessee only 8.
Asheville can't have that going into the second half. You know, they got to look at that and try to figure out a better way to beat the press.
The Volunteers lead it by 7. We're just about ready to get the second half underway here in Knoxville. Stay with us. We're back with more from Thompson Bowling Arena right after this. Second half underway here at Thompson Bowling Arena. The Volunteers lead it by 7. Tennessee against Vanderbilt, the regular season football finale here Saturday afternoon. A big weekend in Knoxville with the Volunteers playing basketball against Long Island here Friday night. Higgins will inbound to Tony Harris, and we're underway. Tennessee with a 7-point lead and the basketball. Harris works off the pick by Isaiah Victor. Yarbrough, Harris. Here's Victor. Victor in the lane. Shot partially blocked. The ball went in. Are they going to count it? No. They're going to say the foul on Earnhardt.
Across the arm. Good call.
Yep.
Refs never miss anything anyway, so good call.
Victor misses the first. Tennessee in the first half much better from the free throw line as they were the first ball game of the year. 13 out of 14. But now 0 for 2 to start the second half.
Not the way you want to start out the second half.
On the block, Osikowicz rejected. C.J. Black with the basketball.
Tennessee had 11 blocks against Elon the other night, and they're well on their way again tonight.
Isaiah Victor muscles it up too hard. Black had it for a moment, taken away. Andre Smith, we haven't seen him since the early moments of the first half. That could be a reason. Turnover.
Yes.
Higgins bounces it to Yarbrough. Missed the jam. Harris controls. He'll back it out and reset it. Harris looks for Yarbrough again. He won't miss this one.
No, he won't. You can kind of see that one coming a mile away.
Yarbrough with 9 for Tennessee. The lead is 9. Tennessee's biggest. Victor with a rebound off the miss. Tennessee with the ball. Harris. Victor backing in, spinning, works the baseline. What a shot by Isaiah Victor.
Tough shot, but there again, you talk about the guy's athleticism. I mean, he's a great post-up player. He can score any way.
Victor with 14. Tennessee's lead is 11. And another turnover. 2 this half. 16 for the game for UNC Asheville.
Bucket here, and I think Coach Biedenbach is going to look toward a timeout.
The miss, the foul. Struggle from behind the arc, 1 of 6. He had 20% the other night. That's going to be goaltending.
Terrific move. Yeah. Terrific move.
C.J. Black knocked it away, but credit the 2 points to UNC Asheville. That cuts the Volunteer lead back to 9. Ron Slay is in. C.J. Black will sit down. Harris into the front court, guarded by Brett Carey. Slay is wide open. Maybe too open. Carey with a rebound.
Got a good battle going on in the post.
Earnhardt and Slay down low. Victor also battling out in there with Ben Ezel. Carey with it down to 16 on the shot clock. Carey drives, drops it off to Ezel. Little soft jumper. Taken down by Yarbrough. Tony Harris. Nice scoop shot. He just wiggled his way past everybody and got the easy bucket.
That's why he's a Wooden candidate. I mean, to go coast to coast and make a shot like that, it's great.
A steal. Turnover, number 19. Harris almost turned it over again, but Yarbrough picks it up, gets it to Victor. Victor spinning, shooting, missing. Carey saves it back in off Yarbrough into Andre Smith. Carey passed up the open shot. Earnhardt will take it, missed it. Victor with a rebound.
Shooting percentages have gone downhill just a tad by both teams.
Could be because they're both playing good defense. Slade missed it. Jump ball. The arrow is pointing to Asheville.
I think Coach Green's looking for the right combination right now. Don't know if he's found it yet.
Still early in the year.
Yes, it is.
Reisinger out front with the basketball, guarded by Tony Harris. Tennessee 3 of 9 from the field this half. Shot by Reisinger won't go. Tipped around, finally controlled by Ezel. Blocked away by Hathaway. And finally, you give Reisinger and these guys enough shots at it, they're going to put it in there.
Poor job of boxing out. Charles Hathaway's got to use his body to box out. They're here with a tough shot. Under and around. That's why he's going to be a good player. Not that he's not already, but, you know, he's got a ways to go. Coach Green thinks so, and, you know, this guy could be a heck of a player here at UT.
Yarbrough with 11, Tony Harris with 11 leading the way, and the Volunteers still have had only 6 points off their bench. Shooting percentages this half, UNC Asheville cooling off considerably. 2 of 8, Tennessee 3 of 9. Ron Slay out front, drops it off to the right side to Harris Walker. He's looking for Hathaway. Boy, there's a battle going on down there. They're going to call the foul on Hathaway. Ripped it away. Harris Walker knocked it loose, picked up by Hathaway. Walker will make things happen. Here's Higgins dropping it off to Walker. No look pass to Hathaway, couldn't handle it.
You don't want to throw a post player that got the ball when he's not ready for it, however.
Colin Shaw with it in the ball game now. Brandon Carter. 15-12 to go. Asheville still hanging in there. On the right, Brett Carey. Down to 12 on the shot clock, guarded by Walker. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Carter works against Harris. Carter. They're going to run out of time. He gets the shot away. It won't go. And Tennessee, great job defensively right there.
Good effort by the Vols. I think that's what they talked about in the last time out, stepping up the defense and turning it into offense.
Harris Walker brings it into the front court now for the Volunteers. 14:42 to go in the ball game. Tennessee by 9. Ron Slay works the baseline. Missed it.
I think he forced his shot a little bit there.
That's why, thankfully, freshmen become sophomores. Harris went for the steal, still almost got it. Tennessee really putting the pressure on. Harris did get it. Slay all the way in for the jam. Boy, what persistence exhibited by Tony Harris.
These guys are turning up the pressure, like I mentioned before. It's up to Asheville whether they can withstand this pressure or not.
Ben Ezel backs out of there with the basketball. Tennessee equals the biggest lead of the ball game now. It's 11. Carter on the right to Ezel. McGonigal works on Slay. Muscles it up, knocked it out of bounds. Off the hands of Ron Slay. Asheville gets it back with 13 on the shot clock. Reisinger back in for UNC Asheville. So is Andre Smith, number 10. Hathaway will sit down for the Volunteers. Slay will come out. Yarbrough and Marcus Hayslip back in for Tennessee.
Another different lineup by the Vols.
Tennessee still looking for that right combination. Carter with a quick three. Missed it. Victor in the rafters to get the rebound. Harris Walker penetrates, drives the ball over to Victor. Victor will launch a three. That one in and out on him. Hayslip had the rebound, took it away from Earnhardt, and now they call a jump ball. Front now, 13-18 to go in the ball game. And Tennessee threw it away. Again, the Volunteers are going to put pressure on. Ezel, Reisinger. Andre Smith works against Higgins out front. Tapped away by Victor. I believe it'll belong to UNC Asheville. Tennessee by 11. Out of the corner, shot partially blocked. Tennessee quickly into the front court. Dale Baker all the way in off the left hand by Baker. The Volunteer lead now 13.
Great job by Dale Baker to go to the offhand so it wouldn't get blocked. Great job.
Brandon Carter drops it off to Reisinger. UNC Asheville working. They lost it again. Who touched it?
Isaiah Victor.
Victor knocking it away. What quick hands.
For a guy his size, he can do a bunch of things.
Asheville will play the ball in. 27 on the shot clock, and checking in now for the Volunteers. Terrence Woods making his first appearance in the ball game. Woods scored 9 points. I guess Coach Green looks at the stat sheet and he sees only 6 points off his bench. He's going to try somebody else.
I think depth is going to become a problem here for Asheville. Tennessee has so many athletes that can throw at you, and you know Asheville maybe doesn't have that right now.
A quick foul against Tony Harris. A little too much pressure on Andre Smith. For Harris, that's only his first foul. Asheville with the ball. It's only the second team foul on the Volunteers here in this half. Andre Smith works against Tony Harris. A whistle and a foul going in. And somebody's down and hurt. That's Hayslip. Reisinger looking for help. Ryan Richardson out front. Osikowicz with the ball. This is Andre Smith. Just over 12 minutes left in the ball game. Tennessee leading by 13. Osikowicz almost traveled.
They've really turned up the defensive pressure right now.
This is Earnhardt out front. Harris is so quick. Earnhardt was nowhere near him as he tried to pick him. However, Reisinger got the jumper from the corner. It's a three-pointer, and it's a 10-point game.
Good shot by Reisinger.
Dell Baker misses the three. Black with a long rebound in the lane. Baker with a follow. It's there. Dell Baker with an assist from C.J. Black.
Good rebound by C.J. Black. That's what you want him to do. Get on the offensive glass and get a rebound or two.
Reisinger blocked by C.J.
Playing on both ends of the floor right now.
We'll take a timeout after the block by C.J. Black. 11:28 to go in the ball game. Tennessee's lead now is a dozen. We'll be back after this. Souvenir, the very last edition of the official souvenir game program for the 1999 season, complete with Vol captains on the cover, plus a commemorative poster of quarterback T. Martin. What a special class of seniors and what a unique collector's item. Pick up your copy of the last Vol souvenir program of the 20th century from any program vendor or T-Club souvenir stand at Neyland Stadium on Saturday. Second half turnovers. Asheville's turned it 6 times. The Volunteers 3. Asheville's actually cut down on their number, but they've not made up any ground. Earnhardt over C.J. Black for 2, and it's a 10-point game.
Good strong move by Earnhardt towards the basket.
Harris working against Andre Smith. Just over 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Down low it comes. Victor spinning, shooting, missing. Black had it, lost it. Who touched it? Out of bounds. It belongs to Tennessee. Tennessee's bench picking it up a little bit. 6 points this half, 6 points the first half. Asheville's bench has not scored this half.
It's not what Coach Bittenbach wants right now. I think he needs some scoring from the bench.
Higgins will inbound. Freshman having trouble getting it in. Finally bounces it into C.J. Black. Tony Harris will reset it out front. Higgins looks for Victor. Tennessee works the ball around. This is Harris. Baker's open for three. Baker missed it too hard off the top. Rebound down to Reisinger. Now Asheville's going to run 3-on-3. Smith threw it right to C.J. Black, and you credit Tony Harris with that one. Victor with a layup.
The guy can do it all. He runs the floor hard, finishes strong, he can do it all.
Volunteers again putting that pressure on. Reisinger guarded by Harris. Another steal, and again you can almost credit Tony Harris with that. He is really putting the heat on in the backcourt.
Yes, he is.
Earnhardt looks for Hosikowicz down low. Reisinger posting up Harris and hitting the shot. That was a mismatch. Reisinger at 6'5", and Harris, of course, at 6 feet. Harris shows you a mismatch. The layup is good, but
won't count.
Not going to count. Offensive foul, Tony Harris.
I think he wants a foul there. You see Tony Harris taking it strong, and maybe
he ever touched him.
I don't think so.
Know. Let's see.
I don't know.
I think Tony might have weaved away around him. The guy definitely had position, but I don't believe Tony touched him.
Don't think so.
Nevertheless, second foul on Harris.
Meanwhile, the lead is only 10. They're sticking around.
They've hung around all night. Tennessee led by 7 at the half. There's the lob. Reisinger up. Partially blocked by C.J. Black. He got a hand on it again. Quickly out to Walker. Walker drops it back to Harris for the layup. Great pass behind his head by Harris Walker, who is an exciting player.
That should make 5 blocks for C.J. Black. Heck of a night already.
Got 2 on one trip. Tennessee's lead a dozen again. Earnhardt out away from the basket. Reisinger looks for Andre Smith. There's the jumper, is good by Brian Richardson, who had a hot hand and scored 5 quick points in the first half. The lead 10 again, 59-49. 3 Tennessee players in double figures now. Yarbrough, Victor, and Tony Harris. Harris Walker drops it off to Vincent Yarbrough. Higgins with the basketball out front. Tennessee's lead is 10. Still a lot of time left. Higgins drives, knocked away, a foul. Fouls on UNC Asheville.
Higgins doing a good job of taking the ball to the hole when he has an opportunity.
The foul on Asheville was on number 50, Matt Hosikowicz. That's only the 3rd foul on Asheville this half. Both teams got in the 1-and-1 in a hurry in the first half.
Tremendous pass by C.J. Black, but the freshman Ron Slate just wasn't ready for that one.
Tennessee will put the pressure on now. 8:25 to go in the ball game, and a timeout. UNC Asheville requests and gets a timeout at the 8:25 mark in the ball game. Tennessee leads by 10. University of Tennessee and host USA Collegiate Sports is prohibited. The announcers for the telecast are employees of host USA Collegiate Sports and have been selected with the approval of the University of Tennessee. Volunteers will take on Long Island here Friday night.
They got a guy by the name of Richie Parker that can light it up.
Going to be a good basketball game. The Blackhawks all the way in. The shot by Smith misses. I think CJ had made his presence felt there. The pass intended for Higgins. Out of bounds into the Tennessee bench. So another turnover for the Volunteers, their 14th.
Another unforced error.
8:10 to go. Brian Richardson, you look at the turnovers by half, it's pretty much even. Shot misses. Richardson back to Brett Carey. Great no-look pass. The layup is there. Ben McGonigal gets the layup.
The lead is going down to 8.
This is as close as UNC Asheville has been since the early moments of this half. Ron Slay with it out front. Harris Walker. Yarborough passed up the open three, dropped it to Slay before the shot, a foul. Foul was on Brian Richardson, number 15 of UNC Asheville. It's his first foul. We're going to take a timeout before the Volunteers play it in. 7:36 to go in the ball game. Tennessee's lead is 8.
We got a little Harris to Harris connection. I'm sure they want to see more of this in the future. Great pass by Harris Walker to Tony Harris for the easy deuce.
Tony Harris with 13. Isaiah Victor leads Tennessee with 14. Rebounds pretty much even. 27-24. Not a lot of difference. Asheville has had the lead most of the game. Tennessee will reset it now with 7.5 minutes to go.
Asheville still packing it in with the zone here.
That's what you do. You work the ball, you get the shot you want, and Slay had the shot he wanted.
Good interior pass there. Good look inside.
The Tennessee lead is 10 now, as we're just over 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Out front. Richardson guarded by Harris Walker.
Again, the pressure's turned up again.
Harris Walker turned it up a little too much. A little too much hand checking right there by Walker, so the foul on Harris Walker. Out of bounds. Who touched it? One guy's pointing one way, the other guy's pointing toward Asheville, so they're going to give the Bulldogs the basketball.
I think it's the right call. I think it was a tip by Vincent Yarborough out of bounds.
Richardson works it out to Ben Ezel. And there's a travel.
Maybe a makeup call there?
Could be. Nevertheless, it's another turnover for Asheville. The Volunteers get the ball back now. It's 6:48 to go in the ball game. There's Jerry Green in his 3rd season with the Volunteers, taking them to 2 NCAA tournaments. Won the SEC Eastern Division Championship last year. He showed us his SEC's championship ring from last year.
I wouldn't mind having one of those.
Down low, Slay had it knocked away. Good defense on the backside by UNC Asheville. Brandon Carter guarded by Yarborough. 6:21 to go. This is Richardson guarded by Harris, looking for a pick. Carter on the right side, down to 14 on the shot clock. Richardson drives the baseline, spins and fires. Too hard. C.J. Black with a 265-pound body gets the rebound. Harris, great feed to Slay. Tony Harris.
Great interior pass. But there again, Ron Slay's working hard, running the floor and doing what he needs to do.
Ezel drops it off to Richardson, guarded by Harris out front. The Tennessee lead a dozen again. Boy, they're really making them work for everything, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Bernhardt, a clear sail to the basket. Missed the dunk. Up and over C.J. Black. Harris with it. Tony driving, dropping it off. Loose ball picked up by Brandon Carter. UNC Asheville runs the other way, 3-on-2. Carter works on Woods and a pushing off foul on Brandon Carter. Carter Carter used that arm to clear him out. UNC Asheville has gone 2.5 minutes without scoring. There's the push.
A little push there, a little offensive foul.
Volunteers with the basketball now with a 12-point lead. Just over 5 minutes to go in the contest. Higgins on the right. Higgins will just fire one. Short. That was about 2 feet behind the arc. A reach-in foul on Higgins. 4 of 14, so they're now 4 of 20. Not a good percentage. Tennessee almost a steal. Carter dishes it off. Bounced around. Osikowicz put the shot up and a foul. It'll be on Ron Slay of the Volunteers.
That's a tough call. Tough call. Let's take a look at the replay here. I did rake him across the arm there. Ron Slay needs to do a better job of getting in position and maybe taking a charge in the post.
First free throws for this half for UNC Asheville. Tennessee's done a good job defensively without fouling a heck of a whole lot. Woods with the ball, drops it off to Harris now. We're down to just over 4.5 minutes to go. Woods for three. Swish.
That's what he does. He's a scorer. I mean, anybody that averages around 30 points a game in high school, you got to give him the ball. Let him score.
First points of the game for Terrence Woods. The Volunteer lead 13. It equals their biggest. Reisinger drops it off, touched by Carter. Boy, Tennessee just all over it. Carter works the baseline. Drops it off to Osikowicz. Fading jumper, no good. C.J. Black with the rebound. Here come the Volunteers looking for the knockout punch. Tony Harris is foul going in.
Tell you what, he had Ron Slay wide open ahead of him on the break.
Terrence Woods, the deep pass to Harris. 4 minutes to go. Woods again. Bang, a three. Terrence Woods 2 for 2 behind the arc.
Maybe he's the X factor Coach Green's looking for.
Going back to the Elon game, Terrence Wood has now hit 5 straight three-pointers. Unbelievable.
Tennessee has 9 different players to attempt a three tonight. That's kind of amazing.
Haven't hit a lot of them, but Black almost got the steal. Carter picks the ball up. Tennessee with its biggest lead now at 16 after the 2 threes back-to-back by Woods. Spinning Osikowicz over Black. He got the shot.
Good move by Osikowicz in the post.
Well, he should have gotten that. He worked hard enough for it.
Yes, he did.
Osikowicz and C.J. Black playing a little keep your hands off me down on the other end.
Well, you get that. You know, the guy feels that he shouldn't have been scored on the other end. It's going to make him work harder on this end.
Higgins give and go. Harris drops it off to Slay. Slay's in trouble. They take it away from him. That's what happens when you bring the ball down around your knees. Reisinger missed the shot, the foul. Second shot rims out on it. Victor with a rebound. Under 3 minutes to go. Tennessee has not made a free throw this half. They're 0 for 2 after the 2 early misses, but they haven't been to the line.
No, they haven't. Only 2 attempts. That's not very good.
Volunteer lead 13. C.J. Black with it out front. Give and go. Tony Harris missed the shot. Tipped up and in. Isaiah Victor.
Good follow by Isaiah Victor. Great follow.
Victor with a tip. Victor with 16 for the Volunteers. Tennessee's lead is 15. There's the lob. Smith missed the dunk, but Earnhardt follows. Does an Indy 500 around the rim and finally goes in. They call goaltending on Tennessee. Would have gone in anyway, I believe. We'll take a break with 2:09 to go. Tennessee's lead now 13. We're back in just a moment. Basketball comes your way 1 week from tonight, Wednesday, December 1st. The Volunteers play host to the Miami Redhawks here at Thompson Bowling Arena. We'll have all the action for you beginning at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central Time on Fox Sports Net South. They don't have Wally Zerbiak again, but got a good basketball team.
Wally Zerbiak was a great player.
He was, wasn't he?
Great player.
Miami of Ohio in the Mid-American Conference. Good basketball up there. Should be a good game here next Wednesday night. I hope you'll join Steve Hamer and me for that one. There's Coach Eddie Wiedenbach, his team in a mess of hurt here with down 13, 2 minutes to go. Higgins will bring it up against Carey. Now UNC Asheville going to some pressure. They almost forced the turnover and do. Higgins drops it back into Earnhardt.
Tennessee's not an easy team to press, but that was a forced turnover. Carter
Rips a three from way out front. Had Black and Yarbrough hanging all over him, and he hit the three, and Tennessee throws it away again.
Another turnover.
10-point lead, and Asheville with 1:49 not giving up. Carey will inbound. Carter's got the hot hand. Why not? He misses the shot. Yarbrough with a rebound. Vincent Yarbrough works to C.J. Black. Tennessee now with 1:38 to go.
I think right now you want to get the ball into the best shooter's hand right now, and you can see Vincent Yarbrough put it up strong there and drew the foul.
Tennessee's lead 11. 2 for 2. 2 for 2 that trip for Yarbrough. 6 for 6 on the night. Good night's work for Vincent Yarbrough.
Tennessee continuing the press, laying off a little bit now.
Andre Smith off the glass and in. It's a 10-point game again. And it's 17 to go. Yarbrough, Tennessee's got a 3-on-1. There's C.J. Black. Nice move by C.J. Black.
Good pass by Vincent Yarbrough, knowing where he was on the floor, getting the ball to him in an excellent position to score.
Tennessee's lead is 12. Carter double teamed and a timeout. He almost lost the basketball. Wisely called a timeout. Tennessee's bench 16 points in the second half after only 6 in the first half, so they picked it up a notch. Carter's going to launch another three. It misses. The rebound, Yarbrough. And Higgins is going to get the snowbird. And the Volunteer lead is 14.
Good job of running the floor by Higgins.
Carter out front. A steal. Yarbrough lost it back. Carey knocked it away from him with 39 seconds. Inbounds it comes. This is Andre Smith. Ezel's jumper in and out. Tip no good. Victor with a rebound. Volunteers looking to coast here. Yarbrough, great bounce pass to Victor. Counted and the foul. Isaiah Victor. And a great assist from Vincent Yarbrough.
That's what makes him so special. I mean, he passes the ball like that. I mean, take a look at the pass there. Little hoop in the arm from Isaiah Victor. Good job of going up strong and getting the deuce.
Victor misses the shot of the three-point play, but the rebound ticks out to Higgins. They'll control it with 21 seconds to go. Tony Harris working out front as some of the crowd begins to file away here at Thompson Bowling Arena. Victor with 18, Yarbrough and Harris with 13. The Volunteers just going to run it out here. And Tennessee is going to take their second victory of the year, 79-63, as they beat UNC Asheville here at Thompson Bowling Arena. The Volunteers claim their second win in as many games with a victory over the Bulldogs of UNC Asheville tonight. We're back to wrap it up for you in just a moment.
Tonight's game on
3. Tennessee going to 2-0 on the year. The Volunteers next face Long Island here Friday night at Thompson Bowling Arena with a 7:30 tip. The final score again, the Volunteers over the UNC Asheville Bulldogs, 79-63. Tonight's game has been a presentation of the Vol Network, a trademark of Host USA Collegiate Sports. For Steve Hamer, I'm Randy Smith saying so long and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.